did the Warden deal with Avernus? Both Sophia, yeah. You could have slayed Avernus only, you could have slayed Sophia and Avernus would continue his research. Or you could have slayed Sophia and allowed Avernus ethical research. I think Angelus felt like both of them were in the wrong, so he ended up killing both of them. So neither of them survived. We're gonna have to see what the consequences are, if any, of that. And then the Stone Prisoner DLC. Shale is alive and well. Didn't recruit Shale. Shale died when the Warden sided with Bronca. No, Shale is alive and well. Would have been nice if they had something in here that said Shale found out about her ancestry or something along those lines. What was the fate of the kitty and Amalia? Oh, that's right. So there was that really annoying puzzle with the fire in the basement with the talking cat trying to possess the child. So Matthias and Amelia both alive, Amalia possessed. Matthias and Amalia both alive, Matthias possessed. Amalia is alive, Matthias is dead. Amelia, they misspelled that. Amelia is dead, Matthias is alive. I didn't realize there were so many different outcomes to this. But I'm pretty sure we were able to slay the demon and was able to keep Matthias and Amalia, or Amelia, whatever the case may be because of this thing. We were able to keep them both alive and not possessed, so. And then, yeah, Shale was definitely recruited because Shale is awesome! And that's it for the Stone Prisoner DLC. So I believe that means we've gone through all of the origins. Yeah, we've gone through all the origins, choices, and tapestry. So if any of you guys felt like I did something incorrectly based on, again, for those of you who watched my LP, let me know. Because, like I said, I want to be as accurate as I can be. So let's move on to Dragon Age 2. So, Clive Hawke. Yes, we've got a lot of Hawks, but Clive is the one that is the man with the plan. And what was Hawke's personality? So, I mean, I made it a point to not always pick the same tone every single time. Like, I pretty much chose it based on whatever the situation, I chose. But predominantly, though, because I didn't want Clive to be a one-dimensional, oh, he's always sarcastic, or always humorous. But predominantly, he chose the humorous personality. Hawke typically relied on humor to diffuse the often tense situations he faced in Kirkwall. Whether or not he was successful at getting a laugh or not, that could be argued. So, companions! I can see Anders is there right now. Yep, romanced Anders. Hawke ultimately fell in love with the Grey Warden mage Anders. He wasn't really him and Fenris butted heads too much, so that they could have had a rivalmance, but no, Clive did not have a rivalmance with Fenris. He wasn't interested in Isabella in that way, and neither was Meryl. He probably would have gotten with Sebastian if Sebastian swung that way, but unfortunately Sebastian wasn't available. Even with the chaste marriage, Clive still would have gone with Sebastian with the chaste marriage, I think. I feel like Clive is the kind of person who would be okay with that, you know. So yeah, that's too bad though, because a lot of people, the chaste marriage bothered them, but it actually doesn't really. I don't think that would have really bothered me to have Clive be with Sebastian in that sort of way, and that's just me personally. So we ended up with Anders just because I adored Awakening Anders, and then the writers decided to take him to a direction that I just wasn't really my cup of tea. I guess it's what catalyzed, you know, all the events leading up to Inquisition, but still, at the cost of Anders's, you know, old personality. Ugh, that just cut really deep for me. Oh, Andy, stupid, sexy Anders. What was Bethany's career? Well, she didn't live for very long, unfortunately, and not because of a choice, only because, well, I guess you could argue because I was a mage. Destiny stated that Bethany would die, instead of becoming a circle mage or a Grey Warden or dying in the Deep Roads. So, Carver, oh, I love you, little bro. He looks so handsome. What was Carver's career? Well, he stayed alive. He did not become a Templar, because Carver Templar is a bit of a jerk face. And he did not die in the Deep Roads because we brought Anders with us. Carver fell victim to the Blight, but was saved when Anders led him to a group of Grey Wardens. He survived his joining and went on to serve the Order with distinction, which I think is really the best thing for Carver. Gave him a purpose. He ended up becoming a lot friendlier to his brother, respected his brother. So the whole thing with Bartrand and being like brainwashed by the Red Lyrium. Bartrand, Tethras Varric's brother, led the Deep Roads expedition that provided Hawke's fortune. Bartrand eventually went mad, succumbing to the effects of the Shard of Red Lyrium held in his possession. I don't think we killed Bartrand. I think we were able to... I believe we had Anders with us at the time, and he was able to help snap Bartrand out of it. And I think Bartrand's at like some sort of asylum correctional facility or something along those lines. Probably not a great way to live, but at least Varric still has his brother. And because of that, we did help Varric discover the cause of the haunting, which was the Red Lyrium. The big decision, though, is that we had Varric keep the Red Lyrium idle. Much, you know, probably against our better judgment, our best judgment. Varric seemed to be very insistent to Clive that he wants to keep the Red Lyrium idle. Go away, error. Silly bugs. I guess he was convincing enough to Clive. I mean, I guess Clive just couldn't say no to that chest hair. So he let Varric keep it because he was insistent that it wouldn't affect him negatively. And now I am pumped to find out if that has any effect at all on Varric or his personality or his story in Inquisition. Because I really feel like there should be something. There should be something that would affect Varric, but you would think. Did Bethany die in the final battle? Well, no. Bethany kind of died 7 years before that. She did not live to see the Mage Templar War, did not die in the final battle. Bethany oh my gosh. I forgot that's how Bethany died in the final battle. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Glad that didn't happen. Of course, she ended up getting smashed in the face by a ogre. But poor Bethany. So Fenris. We did recruit Fenris. I mean, he's the voice of Balthier. Come on. Fenris did not die. We didn't kill him. Ooh, Fenris. Shirtless Fenris in chains. Sorry, I got distracted. Got distracted by his tattoos. Yes, his tattoos. That's it. Fenris returned to the Adventure Master. No, we could not do that. Clive, as much as they butted heads, Clive was not going to just send Fenris to the Master. He could not do that. They were still... Yeah, he respected Fenris and more. It was like too much to do that. Fenris alive and well, but still pursued. No, I think we took care of Daenerys. So I believe he's alive and well as can be. We did recruit Isabella, because she's so darn cute. We were able to get Isabella to have a change of heart and return to Hawke with the tome. Yeah, our friendship with her was strong enough. Did Meryl stay with Hawke? Yes, Meryl did stay with Hawke. Because they're like, you know, big brother, little sister. Meryl alive and well. Meryl survived the conflict. Yeah, we did not have her die. No, we didn't give Isabella. Of course, we were not about to let the Arashok just take Isabella. No, did not happen. Meryl destroyed the Illuvion. Yes, we were able to, because of their rivalry, Meryl was able to realize that Clive was right all along. I mean, Clive quite often wishes that he wasn't right, but he actually is right pretty often. So, I think he was hoping for Meryl's sake that he would be wrong, but she kind of agreed with him at the end. So, she destroyed the Illuvion. I'm not sure if that would have any consequences, especially with Morrigan coming to the picture. Of course, I believe that was a different Illuvion. Or was it the same one? I don't know. I'm sure there was... I feel like that was a different one. Didn't approve of Anders' actions at the Chantry? No, we didn't approve. No. Clive knew that was just way too far and way too extreme. But despite the fact that even though he didn't approve of it, he couldn't bring himself to kill Anders. And again, that was mostly because Clive felt that Anders was just as much as of a victim to justice as the people of the Chantry were victims of justice. And again, that was the main reason why I had a rivalry match. It was really, it really was the main 80% of the reason, maybe 90% of the reason why I rival-manced Anders was because of that one scene that you have with him that you wouldn't have had if you had a friendship romance, where clearly Justice has a lot more control over Anders than Anders would like to believe. And because of that, Clive felt that it wasn't completely his fault. He wasn't completely acting under his own will. Justice had a thing or two. So I purposely did that so it gave me a little bit more justification to keep Anders alive, because I really did want to keep, as a player, I wanted to keep Anders alive, and I had to come up with enough reasons to try to have Clive not kill him, in addition to simply being his romance. It had to be more than that. So, fortunately, we were able to keep Meryl's clan killed. And now, the unfortunate thing, it's pretty darn easy to get her clan killed. But based on a choice that we made, we were able to keep them alive. Of course, we had Aveline. We fixed up Aveline at Donic, as frustrating as that whole mission was, and hilarious. Especially with the goats and the wheat and all that good stuff. Aveline, of course, stayed with Hawke. Aveline and Hawke had a very good relationship with each other. I mean, you know, gingers gotta stick together and all that. Speaking of gingers, Talus. I don't think I made Talus angry. I don't know what we would have done to make her angry, per se. But, I think we were pretty cordial. No, more than cordial. We were friendly with Talus. Not this friendly. We didn't kiss Talus. No. You know, Felicia Day is cute and all, but not exactly Clive's type. We did recruit that sexy romance novel on legs that is Sebastian. Oh, I miss Sebastian. I hope we see Sebastian in some form in Inquisition. I really do, even though... See, the good thing is, he might hate Anders' guts, and possibly... I don't think he actually hated Clive. He seemed to be not as angry at Clive as, of course, he was with Anders. But it doesn't matter, because we're playing as the Inquisitor, so we can be besties with Sebastian if we really... Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see. Hawke and Cullen were friends. I think they were really good friends. I mean, I don't think I made Cullen upset. Hawke and Cullen actually got along pretty darn well. So, yeah, they were not... I would like to say that they were friends. Yeah. Friends with Varric. I mean, it's pretty hard not to be friends with Varric, I feel. You can be rivals with Varric. But Varric considers Hawke to be his best friend. Aw, to be his best friend? Aw. He never said that to me. Aw, I didn't even know that. I didn't realize that, Varric. Best friend? That's so cute. Oh. Can't wait to see Varric again. That'll be so awesome. Okay, so we're done with all the companions. Prologue. Did Hawke join the mercenaries or the smugglers? Okay, so this is what one was trying to remember, and yes, we joined the smugglers. That's more of, I mean, Angelus is more of a behind the scenes, you know, maybe a little bit, you know, under the table, but I think he prefers that over being, you know, hired mercenaries, per se. Because smuggling doesn't necessarily require actually killing people, and I think Clive wanted to avoid that as much as possible. Okay, so now we're going into the acts. Oh wow, these are large. Okay, so there were these. What did Hawke do with the Templars? What was this again? A group of mages took refuge in caverns in the Wounded Coast. Their leader Decimus. Oh yes, Decimus had become a blood mage. The mages begged for Hawke's aid as a Templar hunting party closed in. So this was a very controversial choice, but fought against the Templars, convinced Templars to leave. Believe it or not, Clive actually turned the mages over to the Templars. Believe it or not. Yeah. Seemed like a lot of people found that to be very controversial, but Clive had his reasons. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I gave a reason, or two. Don't remember. Oh, Seamus! Oh, I miss Seamus. He had the most beautiful green eyes. Beautiful green eyes, and he was such a nice guy. Did Hawke return Seamus safe to the Viscount? Yes, he did. Seamus was adorable. I loved him. So, he was such a... The whole thing with him and the Canary, especially at the end, was so tragic. Who's Guinness? Guinness? A leader of a mercenary group known as the Winters, Guinness attempted to recover the Viscount's son and paid for doing so, opposing Hawke's similar search. Oh, I did not like that woman at all. I did not like that woman. She was not, no. Rude. So rude. I think we did end up killing Guinness. Did Hawke return the cargo to Martin? Martin, a previous acquaintance of Isabella. Oh, that's right. He was the one inside the hangman. Broke from the brutal traders who had employed him. He asked Hawke to locate cargo he needed in order to become a merchant. I believe he did end up returning this to Martin. So yeah, I believe he did, if I remember correctly. If you guys remembered otherwise, let me know. Kelder Vanyard was the son of a magistrate in the city of Kirkwall. Oh, yeah. He was fixated on elves and murdered several of them, claiming the demons in his head forced him to do so. This was really hard. One of the toughest decisions in the game for me was what to do with Keldar, because on one hand, of course, what he did was horrendous. What he did to those innocent elves, but at the same time, I think he was clinically insane, and, you know, he couldn't help it. The man didn't do it on purpose, per se. He was mad. Demons are not. But in the end, Clive did end up killing him. I don't know if it was Hawke who did it, or if Fenris did it. I want to say Fenris did it. But either way, Keldar was not alive. Keldar was killed, if I remember correctly. And that was one of the reasons why he ended up sparing Anders' life, is because while he felt... Because Anders, he thought, was in a similar situation. Anders was not in full control, because justice was sort of taking over his body. So I think he still felt guilty about what he did to Keldar, even though I guess he kind of did think that it was the right thing to do. It didn't mean, like, he still felt bad about it, and so I think that was another reason. A third reason why he ended up not killing Anders at the end. Danzig. Danzig was a slaver involved in the capture of the young dreamer Fainriel. Oh. I think we did end up killing him. Yeah, because I think we were trying to protect Fainriel. I believe we killed him. Ghislaine... Oh yeah, that slimy Ghislaine was a noble who strongly suspected his wife Ninette had been cheating on him. Hawke later learned that Ninette had been murdered. We did find it, and we did tell Ghislaine about his wife. I mean, it's as slimy and horrible as he is, he still deserved to know, even though his reaction to it was still rather vile. Oh, the bone pit. This was such an annoying, business opportunity. Did Hawke find the miners who had gone missing from the bone pit? Yes. He definitely did everything he could. He did everything he could to make that bone pit successful, and it just kind of threw up on his face. Did Hawke blackmail Sir Thrask? No, Hawke actually really liked Sir Thrask. He actually was working towards finding a good balance between Templar and mages, trying to find a way to have them live in harmony with each other, which is exactly what Clive wanted, so no, he wasn't gonna blackmail Sir Thrask for that. Ilduna killed. I remember Ilduna. She was the, exotic wonder from the east who was trying to control us. She thought that she had us under full control, and then she changed her tune right after. I believe we ended up killing her, because I think it was self-defense at that moment. She was trying to kill us, and, I guess Clive decided to bring justice in his own hands in that particular moment, which Clive actually tends to do a lot, for better or for worse. Did Hawke send Fainriel to the Circle or to the Dalish? I really liked Fainriel. I think we sent Fainriel to the Dalish. I think Clive felt really sympathetic towards his quote-unquote condition, and thought that the Dalish, I want to say the Dalish, he felt was better for him, I want to say. So, yeah. Karen! Oh, Karen! Karen was really hot too. He was pretty cute. We ended up, Anders was around to make sure that he wasn't actually possessed. He wasn't actually possessed by demons. So we made sure to take care of Karen, and he got reinstated with the Templars. He was a good guy. I liked Karen a lot. I'm wondering if we'll see him again. Oh, Katogen! This was probably one of my favorite missions, one of my favorite characters in the first act. Did Hawke defend Katogen or hand him over to Konari? He did hand him. No, he didn't hand him over. He defended Katogen, because Katogen was pretty awesome. Karis? Who's Karis? Sir Karis was a Templar leading a hunt for a group of escaped apostates from the Circle of Starcave, and he encountered Hawke in the Wounded Coast. I don't think we ended up killing him. At least the first time I met him, I remember that we didn't kill him because we again turned the mages over to him. I don't know if we encountered him later and killed him then. I'm pretty sure we didn't kill him. That's another thing for you guys to let me know if I got that completely wrong, if I'm correct about that. Okay, that's Act 1. 2 more acts, guys. And then we're pretty much through. Oh, this one's a lot smaller. Oh, Gascard. So, Gascard was the apprentice of what's-his-face, the guy who... Your Legion noble named Gascard claimed he was trying to investigate the series of disappearances of women around the Kirkwall, but he had, a dark secret. He was trying to get the secrets of bringing back the dead from what's-his-name, the guy who killed her mom. And we actually convinced Gascard to join us into the murderer's hideout. And I think because of that, he ended up turning on us, and we were essentially forced to kill him. Had we not brought Gascard with us, he probably would have been alive still. But because we did bring him with us, he showed his true colors, and then he attacked us, and in self-defense, we had to kill him. Discovered the looter Discover who was raiding Hubert's caravans. Yeah, yes, we did. Everything that had to do with Hubert and the Bone Pit, we took care of. How did Hawke help Yevon find his sons in the Deep Road? So this is a mission that you get if Nathaniel died. Nathaniel did not survive in Dragon Age Awakening. You will get this mission in the second act. Otherwise, you will get the Look for Nathaniel mission in Act 3, I want to say. Did Hawke help Lieutenant Harley with the raiders on the cliffs? Oh yeah, that's right. So Lieutenant Harley was someone that we ended up finding. Was it the Wounded Coast? Yes, it was the Wounded Coast. And we could have... We did encounter Harley, abandoned the raiders, fought alongside the guardsmen, attacked the raiders without the help of the guardsmen. I believe we decided... I think this was shortly after our mom died, and Hawke was tired of death. He didn't want to risk anyone's lives, so he's like, you know what, you guys stay back, I will take care of the raiders, because he didn't want anyone else to die if he could help it, so... What happened to Fainriel? We took care of Fainriel. We didn't make him tranquil, and he's not still possessed. He, after recovering from his ordeal in the Fade, Fainriel vowed to master his abilities, leaving for the Venter Empire to study with the Magisters there. Yeah, that's what we did. Did Hawke side with Varnell against the Qunari? Varnell, former bodyguard to Sister Patrice. Oh, him. Ugh, Sister Patrice. Ugh. Can't stand her. She's essentially the Dolores Umbridge of this universe. Captured a Qunari delegation and asked Hawke to side with him against the Qunari in Kirkwall. I don't think we sided with him. Not against the Qunari in that. No. So I think we didn't side. Yeah, we didn't side with him. Oh, heck no. We did not side with Patrice. That woman... No. No, not at all. Oh yeah, Javaris, the guy who wanted the Gatlock. Yeah. I don't think we killed him. Javaris had been framed for the theft of the Gatlock, but Hawke still held him responsible for the events that led to Kirkwall's situation worsening. Jarvis, no, we kept him alive. Hawke wasn't that cold-blooded. And then, yes, we killed the Arashok. Didn't kill the Arashok. I guess that is possible. But we did kill the Arashok. It took forever and a day, but we finally did. So much kiting. So much kiting with Steve. And then Act 3. Hawke offered to help Nuncio. That name sounds familiar. Nuncio and Tevan Crow asked Hawke to track down a notorious assassin. Oh, yes, this is when we found Zevron. Nuncio did not seek Hawke out, which means that Zevron would have died. Does that imply that Zevron would have died if we didn't seek? If that, I don't know. But we did offer to help Nuncio because we did end up finding Zevron. And we did find Zevron. We did. Didn't let Zevron go. And we did let him go. Because he's just so darn charming. Did Hawke find and rescue Nathaniel from the Deep Road? Yes, we did. Yeah, because he did survive. Yes, we did. Reunited Sherrod and Gamlen. Yes, that's right. Yes, we did. The other option was return the gem to Gamlen, who Gamlen really didn't care about that much. This definitely was more valuable to him. And hopefully he becomes a better person because of that. Knowing that he now has, knowing that he now has a close relative. I don't remember if that's his daughter. I don't think that's his daughter. No. Probably niece or something. Because Sherrod is Clive's cousin. Well, they're closely related somehow. Handed conspirators to Meredith. What conspirators? There were a lot of conspirators. A group of mages and Templars worked together to overthrow Knight Commander Meredith. I don't think I turned anyone over to Orsino. It was Meredith that we... So I believe what happens is, at the beginning of Act 3, you get into an argument between... There's an argument between Orsino and Meredith, and then you're given the option to take sides or to not take a side. And I believe if you take Meredith's side, then Orsino is the one who summons you for the conspirators quest. Otherwise, I think even if you take the middle road, if you side with Orsino or take the middle road, then Meredith is the one who gives you this mission. Hawke presented the conspirators to Meredith, confirming the Knight Commander's fears. Yeah. That reminds me. Oh gosh, Emile Delancey. Oh, the Delanceys are so hilarious. I think Clive actually, it seems a little out of character, but I think Clive actually let the guy go. If I remember correctly, Emile, we did let him go. Maybe because Clive was just so turned off by the Delanceys, he figured there's no way I can send this poor boy back. Well, not to his family, but back to the circle, and well, I guess he wouldn't be with his family anyway. Anyway, that's a moot point. Whatever. Regardless, I believe we sent a month. We let Emile go free. We did side with the mages because Clive did not feel that all mages need to be punished because of what Anders did. That's just ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. So he did not think that she was in the right, Meredith was in the right at all. If anyone was going to be punished, it was Anders, and I guess Clive ended up not punishing Anders. Let Karen go. Oh, Karen! A group of mages was kidnapping Templar recruits, attempting to corrupt them, and returning them to sow dissension among the Templar ranks. Kieran was among those taken. No, we didn't kill Karen. Gave Karen. I don't think we gave Karen to Templars. I think we just let the poor boy go. Yeah. Because no, we let the poor guy go. Because we liked Karen. And yes, we did kill the dragon in the bone pit at long last. As challenging a fight that was, it was a good challenging fight. And then I think we still have one more section. Yeah, the Legacy DLC. Side with Larius or Janica? It was Larius. Yes, Larius seemed a little bit more legit than Janica. And then, did Hawke find Malcolm's will in the Grey Warden prison tower? Yes, we did, because we were collecting all of those. We were unsealing all of those demons or something that triggered these, you know, musings from their father somehow. So that we did do that. Okay. Yeah. So. Okay, guys, that was it. This is a bit of a lengthier video than I thought it would be. But, again, I just wanted to go through and thoroughly make sure that everything's set up for my Gay Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. And as long as this is shorter, definitely shorter than watching all of my Let's Plays if you hadn't seen any of my other Let's Plays, to get a feel for what my Grey Warden and what my Hawke did throughout those two games in preparation for the actual Inquisition proper. So, alright guys, the next time I guess that I post a video into this playlist, it's going to be episode 1 of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm so excited, guys. It's about 2 weeks left as of this recording, as of the time that I actually recorded this. It's 2 weeks left, and oh my gosh, I'm just can't wait, guys, can't wait. Anyway, I've been talking long enough, guys, so thank you very much for joining me in this video, and I guess until next time, everybody, love yourselves and love each other.